listening, because you should be very afraid. I'll just start off by saying that the world is not a safer place than it was the last time I spoke. In fact, it's even more dangerous. The situation in Ukraine continues to manifest itself in a manner which puts us on the cusp of immediate nuclear war. Not something to be looking at the future. One stroke of the pen authorizing long-range weapons built by NATO and the United States, targeted by NATO and the United States, to be fired into Russia, will generate a Russian response that will lead us to a war between Russia and NATO, which will lead us to a nuclear exchange, which would lead us to a general nuclear war, which will kill us all.
First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Quadash, and to ourselves great millstone, while unto his truth, and also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I'd like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great powerful lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the type of day lesson is war is imminent. So I'd like to say Shalom to all our listen and learn. Hope this help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, I have a quick Google search, the definition of imminent, so we'll get it right quick.
Imminent.
It says here, imminent, it says about to happen. Let's get a little bit more on it. It says impending, at hand, close, near, approaching, fast approaching, coming, said forthcoming, said on the way, said about to happen, upon us. It says here, it said in the let's see what that one says here. So I don't want to read that. Say on the horizon. See what else we have here. Say in the wind. So we pretty much get the picture that, what is about to happen. We know it right there in the first video clip. I'm going to go, also we're going to go back to it and get a little bit more meat. It's a little bit more meat in this video by Scott Ritter. And, he put out some pretty good information, and one thing about it, we knowing that we're here, so the war drums are beating. Also, we knowing that we could have a thermonuclear exchange at any given time. So we seen in the first video, it said that at the top of it said that does Iran has nuclear capabilities. So we already know that they are in alliance with Russia, and also we know that Russia is in a collaboration with North Korea. So there's already reports that North Korea is sending their elite soldiers alongside with Russia, all this training, all this preparing for war. What are they preparing for? The last and final war right before what? The great and glorious return of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's on the way. All hell is getting ready to break loose. It's imminent. It's obvious. It's clear. It's manifested right before our eyes. So we're here, man. It's at the door. So any given day, that we're watching these elections. I think it's next week, if I'm not mistaken. So countdown to all hell breaking loose. So whether whoever win, we knowing that these things are going to go down. It's already been prophesied in the middle of the Lord. We're constantly prophesying left and right, warning you of all these impending dangers. We knowing that we're near. We know that we're here. And also we know that our salvation is at the door. And one thing about it, war is imminent. That's the title of the daily lesson once again. And we're seeing right now that World War III has begun and things are getting ready to heat up. And also we know between Israel and Iran, things are constantly heating up. They're already saying that Israel is saying that they're getting ready to make their move, but when they'll make their move, we already know it's getting ready to happen. That thermonuclear exchange, and also we know that the least of the flock shall draw them out, which in fact is Israel. It's gonna draw who out? America. So we already know these things are happening. So once America get involved, we know that Russia and China is going to get involved. So it's things, it's getting ready to be on a large scale that we have never seen before. These man, I'm telling you, we're here. These things could go nuclear at any given time. So a lot of people right now are still are relaxing in their leaves, and all these things are happening all around. They're on every side. So now let's go to Jeremiah chapter 51, and also we're gonna go back to that Scott Ritter video, and also we're gonna show another video also for edification purpose. And I hope that you will get edified. Let's go here and get this. Let's get 2 verses out here. We'll go back to Scott Ritter. It says here, Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. It said, "Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind." And everybody, we already know in modern day Babylon is what? It's America, you know what I'm saying? And we seeing right now that the Lord's getting ready to raise up that destroying wind. What is that destroying wind? These what? IBCM missile, this thermonuclear exchange. It's getting ready to happen whether you believe it or not. The indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Abishai, the Lord's getting ready to bring forth that judgment. There would be no inhabitant left here. We're constantly warning you left and right. It's happening right before our eyes. The Lord's getting ready to make a believer out of all the unbelief. It's getting ready to be a thing of the past, man. We cannot wait. The NLT, it says, Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1 says, "This is what the Lord says. I will stir up a destroyer against Babylon and the people of Babylonia." You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, the Lord's getting ready to destroy this place. You know, we cannot wait, man. You know, DTA above a ball. You know, hey, it says here, that destroying wind. Also, you know, you can read about that in Revelation chapter 7. The Lord is holding back this destruction for the sealing of the elect. The sealing of the elect, and all hell is getting ready to break loose. Verse 2, it said, "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about." So that's what we're exactly seeing left and right. A great multitude is kindled over her. You know, we're seeing it left and right on every side. All these nations are coming into alliance. Also, we knowing about that BRICS summit. You know, they introduce their new currency. So we already knowing that they shall burn the whore. So before we go back to the video, let's look up the word fanner right quick. Let's go here to the Interstellar right quick. Look up the word fanner for edification purpose. Let's go here. Let's see what it means here. Let's go here to H2114 fanners. Let's see what it says here. It says, let's see here.
Strong's H2114.
Zor. So let's see what the online biblical usage. Let's go straight to the point. Let's go here. It's this one here. It's let's go here. It says strange, another, stranger, foreigner, so an enemy. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So the Lord is sending fanners, or sending enemies, you know, or what, or foreign what. Foreign countries getting ready to come into here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things getting ready to happen. Russia and China in collaboration, you know, with these other nations, you know, that, you know, constantly, you know, like pretty much this BRIC nation. And also we know that this BRIC currency is going to lead to that grain of rice. So this is the one that we want, you know, right here. We want this one here, right here, strange, another, stranger. Basically what we want is foreigner, and enemy. You know, so that enemy is getting ready to come into what? Babylon the Great. So we just getting a little, you know, edification on fanners. So I mean, enemy, basically what it's mean. You know, that's what I'm trying to bring out there, you know, for fanners. So let's go back and read it again. It says here, Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 2 said, "And I will send unto Babylon," which in fact what America, fanners are what? Enemies. You know what I'm saying? Are these foreign troops, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to come into here, you know, come in here left and right. They shall be like what madmen sparing none, that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. And exactly what we're seeing left and right. You know, a lot of people, you know, they are done with America. You know, America, they seeing that America is what? Is very weak, circling the drain. Let's read an NLT. It said, "Foreigners will come and say, and win and winnow her." It said, "Blowing her away as chaff." Said, "They will come from every side to rise against her in her day of trouble. So that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. The Lord's getting ready to send that destroying wind. Also, the Lord's getting ready to send these foreign troops in there, the UN troops, Russia, China, North Korea, the list go on and on, So one thing about it, because they have what? Spoiled many nation, and America is getting ready to be spoiled. So recompense and judgment is right upon us. So now, let's go back to Scott Ritter. Let's get a little bit more to Scott Ritter.
If you haven't read it, I would just advise everybody to go out and get a copy of Andy Jacobson's book, Nuclear War Scenario. I bought it last Sunday, read it twice in the same day, and I'm going to read it again because I need the message just to sink into every cell in my body, that we are all going to die if there's a nuclear war. And if we don't change the policies that we have in place today, there will be a nuclear war. So your death is inevitable. I'm speaking to dead people. Now, normally that's a normal statement. We all will die. None of us are immortal. But I'm speaking to people who are going to die unnatural deaths. Every person listening here will die an unnatural death if we allow these policies to continue. But it's gotten even more dangerous.
So you see what he's saying? Say if it be a nuclear exchange, it tell you right there, people are going to die. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, we already knowing that let's go back here again. You know what I'm saying? That man, the Lord is going to send that destroying wind. But this ain't what I want. Let's go here to Salakia about me being all over the place. So we seeing that Scott Ritter, he's constantly breaking it down. Let's go here to I think it's Malachi, what I want. Malachi, when the day shall burn like an oven. So we very close to that time. Things are getting ready to heat up. Let's see what it's at. Salakia, I think it's 4:1, what I want. It says here, it said Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. It said, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as a oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, says the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So we coming upon that time. So we knowing that things are very clear. Things are very obvious. That we are here. It's right upon us. The second war has passed, and the third war come quickly, which in fact is World War III. It has begun. It's getting ready to spill out of control, but the Lord is in perfect control. So we already know that the Lord is devising these things. So now let's go back here. So the day comes that it shall burn like an oven, that nuclear exchange. So we constantly warning you left and right that, you see that Scott Ritter said we all are going to die. But one thing about it, the Lord is going to deliver his elect. And one thing about it, the one that stayed Lord there, and everyone that still is still here. You know what I'm saying? That witness this last and final destruction. If you're not part of the elect, you're getting ready to get burnt up. We're constantly warning you left and right. So now let's go back to Jeremiah. No, let's go here. Let's go here to go back to Jeremiah. Let's get a little bit more out of Jeremiah. Sorry about the jumping around. Let's see here. Jeremiah. Let's start back up. So we seeing right now, this is where we at, man. They're preparing for war. Let's start back up at verse 3. Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 51. And it says here, it says against, no, let's start here. Jeremiah chapter 51, let's talk about a little bit more about these fanners, these enemies that's getting ready to come into this place. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're so very close. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 2 said foreigners will come, said, and winnow her, said, blowing her away as chaff, said, they will come from every side to rise against her in the day of trouble. That's exactly what's getting ready to happen. Verse 3 said, against him that bendeth, let the archers bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up, so in his brigadine or armory, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. That's exactly what's getting ready to happen. In 1 hour, thy judgment come. And we're constantly warning you left and right. War is imminent. It's near. It's right upon us. So now let's go back to that video one more time and let's get a little bit more out of it, and then we'll close out.
Because something that hasn't been heralded in the press is the fact that Iran is now a nuclear power. Now, Iran hasn't admitted this in so many words, but consecutive statements made by senior Iranian officials have certified that the fatwa that has been in existence since Ayatollah Khomeini's time is subject to reversal under certain circumstances. And one of those circumstances is when the enemy seeks to use a type of weapon against you, you can use that type of weapon against the enemy. Israel has nuclear weapons. Israel is threatening to attack Iran's nuclear weapons facilities. As Helga mentioned, these facilities, many of them are not conducive to conventional strike. So therefore, if you're threatening to strike the facilities to take them out, you're threatening to use weapons capable of accomplishing that mission, which means you're threatening to attack Iran with nuclear weapons. That is a statement of fact. It's not up for debate. It's just ask Donald Trump why he changed the American nuclear employment posture when he was president. And the reason why is he had to incorporate two new categories of nuclear weapons that were capable of destroying Iran's nuclear facilities. One is a variant of the B-61 bomb, which is a gravity bomb dropped by certain American aircraft, including the B-2 bomber.
Okay. Pretty much got what we need out of that, but we're seeing right now that these things are constantly picking up. Let's get this one right quick. At least the flock should draw them out. So we already know that Israel will get it popping. Let's go ahead to Jeremiah chapter 49, then we'll get one more, we'll close out. Jeremiah chapter 49, I think is around verse, one moment. Let's go here. I think it's, one moment, I get it in a minute. I know I got it highlighted somewhere. Is it 19? 49 and 19 could be, see, one moment. And so we're seeing right now that, they constantly telling you left and right that, things about this nuclear exchange, this could happen. Do they have nuclear capability? They're saying that, Israel is saying that there are rumors or reports that they're going to hit certain targets in Iran, so we are so very close. So let's go here. See where it's at. I goes over this all the time. Sometimes let's see here. Let's see. No, that's not it. Here it is right here. Salakia. It's Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20 said, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against Edom, and his purpose that he has proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them," and not about it. We know that the least of the flock is Israel. We already know that Israel constantly setting the stage for all hell breaking loose. We already know once Israel get it popping, we already know they will be destroyed. But Israel will be nuked, but we will be rebuilt back up. So, and also they say shall make their habitation desolate with them. And who is them? It's talking about America, So one thing about, we already knowing that once Israel go down, we know that America going down, right behind it, so these things happen. But there will be no inhabitant left here anymore. So the least of the flock should draw them out. So we see that Israel constantly is all and everyone's business, what I'm saying? And one thing about, we already know that the Lord is causing these things to happen. So let's read this once again. He said, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against Edom," and his purpose that he has proposed, he said, against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So we're very close to that. Them unleashing all sorts of devastation and destruction. But it's going to be, it's going to be guided by the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Abishai. Verse 21, it said, "The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. So at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea." So that's that destruction that's getting ready to take place left and right, man. We are constantly warning you left and right. It is here. It is at the door, that destruction. The indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Abishai said, "Behold, said he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom, which in fact is the so-called white man, be as the heart of a woman in her pain. So we already know modern day Basra is America. So man, we're here. And also Basra was I think it was a city in Edom, Mount Seir. So, if I'm not mistaken, but we're seeing right now that the Lord is getting ready to destroy America off the face of the earth. And also he's getting ready to bring Esau very low. Esau is the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So the least of the flock shall draw them out. So now let's go here. Let's go here to second. We'll close out in second chapter 6. No, let's go to Zechariah. Let's get an example of this. If these once they start releasing these IBCM missiles, this is the example for all the devastation and the destruction. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going to disintegrate. Let's go here to Zechariah chapter 14, and I think it's around verse 12. Let's get this one, then we'll close out. Let's get this one right here. So this is an example of a thermonuclear exchange right here. It says here, Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12 says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, and their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth. So what would cause the thermonuclear exchange right here, man? The Bible is spot on. Also, when you see that movie Judgment Day, when Sarah Connor was holding on to that fence, and all of a sudden she had a vision that it was a nuclear exchange, and all of a sudden that explosion is just blew all the flesh off her skin. That's kind of like example. What is getting ready to happen is going to be more greater than that, So we already know that the Lord's going to return with that laser fire, and also that thermonuclear fire, that highly concentrated fire. So let's read this once again. It says, Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12 says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they shall stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away. It says, and in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So exactly what's getting ready to happen. The body count is getting ready to be great. And also you can find about, the aftermath when you read about it in Ezekiel chapter 39. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, it's going to be constant employment. People going to have jobs picking up all these dead bodies. The Lord is getting ready to show up. We constantly want you left and right. So let's go to our last and final script. Let's go ahead to 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. We'll close out here because Esau is getting ready to go out with a bang, with fire. Let's go here. Let's close out here. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. And it reads, said, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. So that's where we at right now. We're in that transition to power, the birth pain. Things are constantly picking up. Prophecies are speaking loud and clear. The men of the Lord constantly, sighing and crying. The Lord said, keep not silent. Warn them for me. And that's exactly what we're doing. Warning your war. We're warning your pestilence. We're warning your evil time of trouble. Evils are constantly growing all around it. We're warning you about what? The MOTB, that grain of rice, the hour of temptation. Also what? Jacob's trouble. It is at the door right now. It's obvious, it's clear. It is imminent that we're here. We're living in the end time, real time. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is War is Imminent. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.